What's good, my Rags of Fitness people, my Rags of Fitness folks, my Rags of Fitness fam? It's your man Rags, back off up in this thing, and when I tell you I'm up in it, I'm talking about I'm knee deep, all off up in it. To my weight loss journey people, keep striving for greatness, keep your head up, do what you need to do. And for my Alabama Crimson Tide fans, can I please get a roll tide? Roll tide, roll, baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm simply here today just to ask a few questions. That's all I'm here to do. I really don't want to interject my opinion about this whole thing. I just want to ask you guys something. Now, please don't forget, guys, for all of my new people that's been coming through and checking Rags channels out, man, I really do appreciate you guys for watching, for liking, commenting, subscribing. I really do. For all my new people who just not checking Rags out, who just not seeing Rags on this whole algorithm of YouTube, please do me a favor, like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe. Hit the post notification bell. Voila, there you have it. Now, I'm here today, guys, just to ask a few questions, and I want your honest opinion about this. Because after the championship game, after the Georgia Bulldogs versus TCU game yesterday, I heard these guys say a few things, and it kind of went through my mind. I said, I'm wondering if these guys are just a prisoner of the moment. Maybe these guys are just so excited. There's 65-7 ball game. Maybe that kind of clouded their judgment and clouded their minds a little bit. But let's go here real quick. And today's topic is Stetson Bennett, right? I've heard some of these guys, David Pollock and a lot of these guys say, hey, this is probably the best season that any quarterback has had this season was by Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett probably had one of the best seasons that's out there for a quarterback. He also went as far as saying that, hey, this is the best quarterback. I've heard a few people say this, that the Georgia Bulldogs have ever had. Not Georgia Bulldogs, you watch more Georgia Bulldog football than I do, so I want you to chime in if it's any of you guys out there that's watching this video, right? He said that Stetson Bennett, or a lot of people said that Stetson Bennett is probably the best quarterback that the Georgia Bulldogs has ever had, right? And they also say this is probably one of the best seasons of any quarterback that's out there, right? Now, I want you guys to think about this now. Don't be a prisoner of the moment, right? Think about all the quarterbacks that you can think of that's quarterback. And do you think that this is the best season that any college quarterback has ever had? Now, think about it. Some of us, we're a little older, some of us a little younger. There's different generations, different decades of quarterbacks that we're talking about. But let's just throw some names out there, right? The Tim Tebows, the Vince Youngs, the Jameis Winstons, the Marcus Mariotas, who else? The Colt McCoys. I mean, we can go for days. We can go for days. The Charlie Wards, the Kyler Murrays, the who else we can think? We can go for days, right? Even when Johnny Manziel was tearing stuff up, he didn't win a national championship or anything like that. They were saying at one point he could have been one of the best college. He had some of the best moments and all this stuff. The Baker Mayfields, right? These are guys that actually won the Heisman Trophy, right? I want you to ask yourself, do you believe, now go back and watch tape if you need to, do you believe that Stetson Bennett is a better quarterback and he's had better seasons than these guys? Now, I guess better season is arguable, right? And here's the reason why. Some of those teams went through tougher schedules, right? Some of those teams had different circumstances, right? I've even heard a lot of people say, hey, Stetson Bennett, now I work with a lot of Georgia football fans, and they come to me and they say, hey, you know what? Freaking Stetson Bennett deserved to win that Heisman Trophy. I said, wait, pump your brakes a minute. I said, let's think about this, right? But hey, I want you guys' opinion on this. Put it in the comments. Let's have a conversation about this. Is Stetson Bennett one of the best quarterbacks to come through college football? Did he have one of the best seasons of a college football quarterback? Like I said, you got the Joe Burrows. You got all those guys, right? Did he deserve to win the Heisman Trophy? And is he the best Georgia Bulldog quarterback that ever come through Georgia? Now let me just speak on that real quick, right? This Georgia team didn't have the luxury of facing a tough Florida team like a lot of those other quarterbacks did. See, a lot of those other quarterbacks, when they was coming through, they had some tough Florida teams and a lot of other teams that they had to play that was a little bit tougher, right? I mean, that's just something to take into account. This is not a video for me to put my opinion out there. I want you guys, I'm just putting different obstacles out there, different scenarios out there to let you guys know. Do you think that this is one of the best seasons by a quarterback, Stetson Bennett now? Do you think he had the best performance, best seasonal performance of any quarterback that's ever came through college football? I mean, they say, I've heard guys say it on ESPN. I've had arguments with guys at work. You know, they say he should have won a Heisman Trophy. Another question I gotta ask you. Do you believe if the roles was turned, if Stetson Bennett was on the TCU team and Max Duggan was on the Georgia team, do you believe the results would have been a little bit different? Do you believe that Stetson Bennett is that good that he could have turned those Horned Frogs into a better team than Max Duggan did? Do you believe that this is probably just one of the best teams that Georgia had? I mean, is Stetson Bennett even the best football player on his team? What about Brock Bowers? These are questions that I'm asking you guys. I don't want to answer these questions because, hey, I want to know you guys' opinion. You know what I mean? Like I said, please say something in the comments and we'll talk about it. Hey, I just want to know because, like I said before, a lot of you Georgia fans and a lot of you other people probably watch more Georgia football than I do, because this is what I do right here. I watch that. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Could those guys switch? Hey, let's go even a step further. Do you believe that Stetson Bennett could have taken over, you know, the guy who won the actual Heisman Trophy? Do you believe that Stetson Bennett could have been the quarterback of that USC team and he could have taken that USC team further than the guy who actually won the Heisman Trophy, Williams, I think his name is, further than he that took that team to, you know, to win the Heisman Trophy? Do you think he could have done that good of a job? Is he that good of a quarterback? These are the questions that I'm asking the Georgia Bulldog fans and anybody else out there, any other college football fan that feel like engaging in this discussion. All right? Is Stetson Bennett one of the best Georgia Bulldog quarterbacks to ever come through the University of Georgia? Did Stetson Bennett just have one of the best single-season performances of any quarterback that ever played football now? I mean, this is the stuff that they're saying. So I want you guys to think about it and really chime in. I also want to give a shout out to my Alabama Crimson Tide basketball team. Man, thank y'all for everything you've done. You guys, hey man, even though the football season over, you're still keeping us Alabama Crimson Tide fans engaged in the sports over there at the Alabama Crimson Tide facilities. We love what you're doing, and congratulations on your victory over the Arkansas Razorbacks. Because guess what? I knew those Arkansas Razorbacks was going to come in and play some good basketball. So, hey, to beat that team, that's still a pretty good basketball team. To beat that team and to beat them the way that you did, that's saying a lot. Hey, guys, I also watch a lot of boxing. I'm a boxing fan, put it like that. And I want to give congratulations out to my guy, gervonta Tank Davis, on his win against Garcia. Now, he's got another big fight coming up here. I forget when they say it's going to be. It's going to be against Ryan Garcia. Hey, guys, you got to tune into that. If you want to see some box office fighting, you got to tune into that, man. We got a lot of good fights coming up. Keith one-time Thurman against Errol, the Spence Truth. They're working out the contract details and stuff right now. Tune in, guys. But, like I said before, back to the Stetson Bennett thing. Hey, man. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. It's your man Rags. About to get up out of this thing. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Already. Yeah.